Yeah.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 2 of the 5-day Healthy Habit Challenge. Today, we're going to be talking about being in nature and just how important that is, how it lifts our spirit. And it's actually what starts to shift our mind about changing habits, adding new habits, things like that. So let's just get right into our guest speaker. We have Melissa Hendricks. I'm going to change my view real fast, so hopefully everything will record. And Tanya's on here live with us. Melissa Hendricks is a hypnotherapist and a life coach who specializes in helping women lose weight without dieting. She helps people stop smoking and also to release anxiety. Those are big, big things. She also does regressions. She lives in Spain with her 2 beautiful daughters. And I love the way that Melissa shows up with so much authenticity, and she's congruent in her messages. And she's so courageous. She shares it all, the good, bad, and the ugly. But I knew today when we were going to be talking about being in nature, she was the first person I thought of, because almost every day she's doing lives in her Facebook group and her Instagram, about she's out on the beach, she's walking in nature, and she's just so happy. Doesn't she look awesome? It's 6 hours ahead in Spain right now, I think, it's 6. So it's, the afternoon for her, but it's so wonderful to have this technology. So Melissa, maybe tell us a little bit about your life before you got into this line of work.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you for having me, Tami. Thank you so much.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. So I lived in Holland. So I was brought up in Holland. And I met my husband there. We decided to go to Spain and have our children. So it was really difficult in the beginning because we didn't speak Spanish and the culture is different. And I remember feeling really depressed because we chose to come alone. Our parents live in Holland, so it wasn't easy to bring up the children. No family, right? And they're 2 years apart, the daughters. So I remember I didn't even know I was depressed. Like it's just it happens to you, right? Exactly. And there was this moment I was thinking, I can't be depressed. I have 2 little children. One is in diapers, the other one is 2, and also still a little bit in diapers. No time for myself. I think if any moms listen to this, they can relate, right? I mean, it's a very hard time in our lives, especially if you don't have help. And you have to get on with it, right? And that's what I had to do. And then I realized that I was like, wow, I need to get up every morning, and it's not about me, it's about the children. And I went to a course. Fast forward, I went to do a hypnotherapy course. But first, I remember listening to Ralph Smart. I don't know if you know Ralph Smart on YouTube. No?
I don't think I know him. Have you ever
Okay.
spoken to him? Oh, maybe I do. I'm not sure. I may have seen some of his posts.
Yeah, he's amazing. So, and I started listening to him, and I was thinking, wow, it's not about me, right? I'm enough. I'm good enough. It's not important what other people think about me. And there's this voice in my head that's thinking I'm not good enough. It's all negative. And I'm just talking negatively to myself. And it's not me. It's this program that's running in my mind. And it started from somewhere, right? Something could have happened in my childhood that somebody said, no, you can't do it. You're not good enough. and then it may have triggered something. So the moment I realized, I was like, yes, I'm good enough. I can do anything I want. I just felt really reassured, because it's just this negative talking of against ourselves. And when we change it into positive talking, guess what? You feel better, of course, and you just need to change that negative self-talk, really. And when you are aware, because a lot of people are not aware, because 95% is what we do is habitual every day. So that's really good to know. That's not taught in school, of course. So you could go through your whole life talking negatively to yourself and thinking you're not good enough, or worrying what other people think if you do certain things, and it's the whole day. 95% is habitual. So when I knew that, I was thinking, okay, I need to start talking positively to myself. And I did a hypnotherapy course, and he said, I did it for myself first, and I was like, wow, this is a powerful tool to use to help others that are depressed, that have anxiety. You could use it. I use it with weight loss mostly, and stop smoking, because you connect with your subconscious mind, where all the habits are. So yeah.
So is that really what hypnotherapy is? Is that you're connecting with the person's subconscious mind?
Yeah. So it's hypnosis combined with therapy. Well, I give you two examples what hypnosis is. So, for example, you're driving to the supermarket, for example, and while you're driving, you're thinking about other things, and you're there, right? You're not realizing that you're there. That state is hypnosis, because it's the habit, you knowing exactly how to drive there, and meanwhile you're thinking about other things. It's a really calm state. Okay, and so we're in hypnosis different times of the day. That's like an example. Another example is while you're watching something on TV, and somebody that you live with is talking to you, you're not even realizing that they're talking to you sometimes, right? They're like saying your name, they're like, oh, were you talking to me? And then you're so into this movie, right? And that's a calm, relaxed state. So these are two examples. So that's hypnosis. You're connecting to the subconscious part of you.
That's interesting, because we probably spend a lot of our life in that. And I know for me that when I notice that I'm doing the negative self-talk, a lot of times I'm in the hypnosis state. I don't even, I'm not really even conscious of it, that I'm not even aware of it. And so, over the last few years, I've, made that one of my new habits, to notice that every time that it's happening, and just tell myself, I don't need that thought anymore. And then I try to replace it with something else.
Yeah. It's really good that you're aware. That's the first step, being aware, because if we're not aware, we can't change it, really. And it's not an easy thing. It's not really easy to do, of course.
Yeah. And I guess one of the things might be to, when we are out in nature, it lifts us up so much. It elevates our moods and everything, that sometimes it automatically eliminates that negative self-talk, because we start feeling good.
Yeah.
Would you say that's true? Yeah. Would you say that's true?
Yeah, I think one of the things that are really good is that if you can, you don't have to do it every day, but go into nature, and better yet, put your bare feet on the ground. It's called grounding, it's called earthing, and we forget, because even daylight, right? We're all indoors a lot, in front of the screens, and we forget. I see with my daughters sometimes too, right? They don't even want to go for a walk with me, and sometimes I have to push them out of the house. I said, it's not healthy. You need to have daylight. And especially nature, you need to be in nature it's really, it's good to detox also. So the moment you put your feet on the ground for a minimum of 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, you literally de-stress your body. So it's not me, it's scientifically proven. So you see how good it is, and we forget to do that, especially people that live in cities will go to the park if it's not raining or whatever. Even I think even if it's raining, go have a little walk in the rain. It's not that bad. I just enjoy the rain, and it takes you in the present moment, because most of the time we're either overthinking, we're worrying, we're thinking about the future, or we're thinking about what happened yesterday. And what nature does, if you really sit in nature, yesterday, for example, I was in the woods and I was looking at the sky, and I showed it, I put a post up on Facebook, and the sky was so beautiful. I was like, oh my God, I'm just enjoying the present moment. That's rare, right? Because we're always overthinking, worrying. So it's amazing. I recommend it to everybody to do it.
Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. Yeah, I mean, I forget about that. And I'm so happy that you brought up grounding and earthing, because it changes everything when you connect with the earth like that. I mean, the energy just permeates you. I mean, just goes through everything.
Yeah.
I know there's quite a few people that will be watching this that are in places that snow is on the ground right now, but you can still find earth.
Yeah, touch the snow. I mean, connect, the moment you connect with it, it really gets you into the now, into the present moment.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be your feet, it can be your hands or
Yeah, that's why people hug trees, I think. Sometimes I don't hug the tree, but I just touch the trees or the leaves, I don't know, and then you just feel, I don't know, it's such a, yeah, to me, it gets you really in the present moment. So, and it de-stresses. I mean, look at a flower, right? How do you feel when you look at a flower? When you
right.
smell the flower, when you use your senses,
There's
that
no,
doesn't.
yeah, there's no stress in flowers and trees. They're not worrying about anything.
Exactly. So go do more of that, right? I think, and it's really simple to do. Even if you, like I
Yeah,
said, if you're in right in a city, there's always a park. Just go to the park, listen to the birds, right?
yeah.
Just just sit and listen. Yeah.
So really what happened in your story is that you realized the power of your mind, and then you realized that you could start helping people with it. Is that, or was there a specific event, or did it happen over time, or?
Let me think. Yeah, I wanted to do the course for me first, and then I was thinking, well, the funny thing is, I really love, also, I don't know if you believe in this, if your audience believes, but then, okay, we all have our different beliefs. I also love the past life regression, right? If you think you've had a past life, you could regress to your past life, and you can have some healing done too. Or you could relieve pain, right? It's very powerful, because if we're in pain, right, the first thing that a pain in your body is like an indication to slow down. It starts with a cold for some of us, or with a throat pain, but it's not only physical, it's also emotional. And that's fascinating to me, right? Because we can have so many emotions, and we suppress them because maybe, I don't know, our peers or some, especially men, it's getting better, but a lot of men, they're not allowed to cry, to express their feelings. And that, if you keep doing that, the emotion can get trapped in your body. And that's like astonishing to me.
Yeah, exactly. So you help release those then. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And it can come from anywhere. Yeah. I ask people also if they are in pain, especially if they're smoking or overweight. Also, that's one of the questions I ask. Do you have physical pain, and how long do you have the pain? Because the pain is there to teach you something. You see?
Yeah, That's interesting that you brought that up, because maybe 5 years ago now, I was holding at least 100 pounds overweight. Like, I didn't even want to get on the scale to even see how much I was overweight. But I knew that I was holding trapped emotions. And so I started journaling and meditating and things like that. And, eventually I could just release those, because I would write down everything in my journal that I was worried about, that I was thinking about, that I was holding grudges, that I had regrets. And I just wrote it all in my journal. And then usually every week or so, I would just take that out of my journal and go outside and burn them and just let them go.
Yeah.
That's a
So,
good idea.
yeah, I mean, it was like a representation of, yes, I'm ready to let this go now. I don't need it anymore. And as I did that, I just started lightening up, and, the weight started coming off. So, yeah, there's so many, different things that people can do. So I know there's a lot of people, I'm not going to say a lot, there's some people that are in my group that are also in your Facebook group. But is there anything else that you want to say about hypnosis, or how people can find you, or?
Yeah. Well, do you have any questions, Tonya? Maybe that's a good idea.
I don't know. Just following along. I know nature. I just inherited my father's 20 acres of woods. So,
Oh, well, you've got plenty of nature.
yeah,
That's wonderful, yeah.
I'm trying to clean the place up though, too. So,
Yeah. I did want to ask you a quick question that I forgot. Throughout my life, I seem like sometimes I'm doing really well, I'm eating healthy, and then I have this thing in my mind about food as a reward. And sometimes I just, even when I'm happy or depressed, sometimes I just turn to food instead of, other ways to reward myself. I guess I call it self-sabotage. What do
I
you
stress eat.
You stress eat?
Yeah, I think I figured that one out.
Yeah, a lot of people do. I mean, what are your thoughts on that, Melissa?
Yeah, of course, for everybody's different, but what I usually do is, for example, if people are, it depends, if you need to become aware if you're doing both. So are you eating when you're stressed, or are you also eating when you're happy? So that's number one. Is it one or the other, or is it both?
It's both for me, but
Yeah.
I'm better at it now, but that's been like my pitfall throughout my life.
Yeah. And then there's the fact that Antonia, do you know?
I used to smoke, so I think it's when I'm stressed, instead of smoking, now I'm eating.
Yeah. So, and when you're in a good mood, you don't necessarily need to go eat. It's more with the stress.
No, it's besides eating on a schedule that you're supposed to eat. I mean, breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But
Yeah.
then
And then
it's
there's
the
the fact that,
snacking.
yes. And then there's the fact that everything is energy, right? I mean, Albert Einstein only said that there are only two things in this world: it's energy and matter. So the energy we bring when we eat the food is very important, right? I mean, the moment you want a piece of cake and you're going to think with this energy, oh my God, I feel guilty already, right? You're feeling guilt while you're eating this food in your body. And again, it's either energy, there's only energy and matter, right? And if we're using that emotion, that energy is going to affect the cells in your body. So I always say, you know what, we're not dieting. If you want to have a piece of cake, be conscious of really enjoying the cake. And conscious eating is so important because that's a big problem with a lot of women. They feel guilty when they're eating. No, enjoy your food, right? And then another point is also become aware when you're eating. Are you eating in front of the tea? So you're in front of the TV. Are you consciously eating, right?
Yeah.
All of these things. And the most powerful thing that I first say, and it's very simple, but also very hard, so not easy. A baby knows exactly when it's hungry and when it's full. So you were born knowing exactly when to eat and exactly when you were full. And somewhere along the way, your parents said, eat more, eat the whole plate, go eat the whole plate. Or you felt sad and maybe your parents felt sad, oh, let's have a lot of chocolate, right? And now
Oh,
you're an
yeah.
adult.
Yeah.
Yes.
We had to sit at the table until we finished our dinner.
So we need to get out of the habits. It's all habits, right? And like I said, 95% is what you do every single day. So we need to do little steps every day with a minimum of 21 to 30 days to get it started. So it's work. It's not easy, but you can do it. Because if we started this, right, we could also learn it. So that's what I was, yeah.
Yeah, I found that it's easier to unlearn if you replace habits with something else instead of feeling like you're deprived and you're taking something away.
Yeah, yeah, you can do that. You can do that depending on your willpower. Depending if you say like, okay, I need a replacement, then you can start with doing that.
Right.
But like a lot of people regarding the smoking, they link it with getting overweight, right? And that's not a good replacement because then we know the moment we stop smoking, we say we're going to eat more. But I had this example. Yeah, it's really a different example, but it's to show you how your mind works. So the moment you think that if I stop with smoking, I'll get overweight, right? You're already saying that to yourself. And the moment you say that more and more times, it's going into the subconscious, and your body will say, "Okay, that's what you want. That's going to happen," right? So I remember giving you a simple example. I remember being very young and having a boyfriend, and I had to go on the pill, right? And I remember my friend saying, "Oh my God, I'm getting bigger with this pill, and it's not good for me." And I was thinking, I'm not going to get fat because of this pill, right? And I didn't get overweight. So you decide what happens. And I'll give you another example with my mom. I remember her going to going to the doctor, and the doctor saying that she had
Fibromyalgia.
Fibromyalgia, yeah. And she said, "No, I don't have that illness." And she didn't have the illness. Because if she would start thinking that she would have the illness, guess what will happen?
She'll get it.
Yeah, so it's really important also, it's good to listen to opinions outside of ourselves, even the doctor, but you have your own mind and it's your body, right? That's why they say go get a second opinion, for example. So the mind is so powerful, we have no idea.
Oh, yeah. I mean, definitely. And so that's really right on, that you have to own what's going on in yourself. You can't take the opinions of other people. And yeah, that's part of my story, that I didn't want to accept that I had a diagnosis of type 2 diabetes, and I didn't want to accept the medications, but I did them for a while. And then, I made the changes that I needed to in my lifestyle. so that my doctor could take me off those medications. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
and you listen to your body, right? Because
yeah,
we too, either we listen to somebody outside of ourselves, a doctor, right?
yeah,
And then give you medication. But if you don't listen to really what your body is saying, and you're
yeah,
born with that, you're born with everything. You're so complete. We're born complete. Nothing outside of ourselves needs to complete us. And the moment you realize that, you'll be very careful of what you're watching, what you're eating, the senses, what you're smelling, everything. You'll be very conscious. The more conscious you get, the easier it gets, because it's what I want, right? What is it that I need? What is it that my body needs now? Do I need to go for a walk? Your body knows when it's full. Maybe sometimes even I overeat, right? I'm not perfect. I'm like, in the weekend, I'm thinking I need a little snack. And then I feel like I ate too much and I was enjoying it. And then the next, I don't know, like half an hour, just go for a walk, and it helps. So it's just being in that. It's really work, but really, just listening to your body, tuning in. What is it? Am I really hungry now, or is it just I want a little snack?
right, right. And it's just being aware. Yeah, do I really want this right now? And, shutting off the negative self-talk. And I love what you started to talk about, mindful eating, where you pay attention when you're eating and how you're feeling, and be happy about it. Because if you're eating something that you feel guilty about, it's going to affect you in a bad way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Although, we're so programmed right now that, we live in a society where doctors, whatever they say, it's like sometimes we turn our health over to someone else who's not in our body. And it was my chiropractor that brought it to my awareness that diabetes was a symptom of my lifestyle, and she encouraged me that, yes, you can change the path you're on. And so that was my kind of awakening first awareness that, oh, I can do something about this. I don't have to listen to what the medical folks are telling me.
Yeah. It's amazing. Yeah, I think one of the two, I always forget which one is reversible, which one is the diabetes.
Yes.
No, which one? Number one or two?
Two.
Fantastic.
Two.
Yeah. Yeah, and the funny thing, you know what? But that's my opinion again. I'm in this menopause group, and now they're talking about pre-menopause. Who came up with the pre-menopause term? My God, so they want you on medication before the menopause? I was like, wow. And people are buying into that. Women are really, I don't know. So it's crazy. And I think it's even with the diabetes, right? You're pre-diabetic. So here you have some pills, and you have no idea what the side effects are of these pills, because they won't tell you, because it's big pharma or whatever you want to call it. It's also, there's money involved. They want you to buy the drugs, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, am I the only one that's really thinking, I don't know how to explain it, that there are these, it's not a disease, but they're already telling women that they're in pre-menopause. I'm like, I'm not going to have that.
Yeah,
You
I have perimenopause.
Oh, yeah.
I've reached that stage, and I think that's why I'm gaining all this weight. And I'm not on any medication except for over-the-counter estrogen, and it's really not helping. I've been on this upward roller coaster for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
I've gained over 100 pounds, and I've had 6 surgeries in 5 years too. So,
oh my goodness.
and I just keep gaining weight. Now I'm on CPAP machine, and it's getting to be harder for me to breathe. So I think I'm gaining more weight in the chin. It's stopping me from breathing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, and they're keeping you on the estrogen for that?
No, I'm not on anything.
Oh, I thought you said you were taking
I just take
estrogen.
over the counter.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To try and help it. with everything because my doctor doesn't believe in prescribing medication. I have to go to the pain clinic for anything else.
How are your stress levels?
What's that?
Sorry, how are your stress levels?
My father just passed away here in July,
Oh,
so, and I was his power of attorney, and I have 2 sisters, and he did leave everything to me. So yes, I'm being beat up by some of my family. So yeah, it's been
yeah,
stressful.
Oh my
yeah.
goodness. Yeah, that is stressful. We'll have to talk one-on-one sometime when you're feeling like it. Yeah. And if you want to join Melissa's group too, I'm sure that she always shares a lot of things too. But
Who's
how would-
Melissa? I'll ask you later, I guess. But
Melissa is a speaker, yeah. So Melissa, like, how would people get a hold of you?
Yeah, well, you could just go to my page. I'll leave it here in the Zoom, the normal page, because the business page, I'm not on the business page at all because the algorithm doesn't show a lot of things. This is the normal page. I'm also on Instagram, so I'll leave the link to Instagram. And yeah, my website's on construction now, so it's only the Facebook and the Instagram at the moment.
Okay.
But,
So do you want people to join your group or?
yeah, they can join my group. It's called Powerful Weight Loss and Intermittent Fasting group, because I also love intermittent fasting. And I also have another group that's called Connecting Body, Mind, and Spirit. But I'll leave them in, I think that's in your group, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, I'll leave it.
Yeah, you can, I'll put a notice about you in the group and then you can put your links below it or your invitations or whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna let you close it out. So how do you have, I'm gonna let you close it out. And do you have anything else that you wanna say to us or what do you want to leave us with?
Me?
Yes, you.
Oh, yeah, I would
Here,
start.
Melissa.
That's what no, I thought you asked Tanya also for a question. No, what helps me to get into a peaceful state, the moment I wake up, to say thank you. That's number one. And then to think of 3 to 5 things that I'm grateful for before grabbing the phone, before getting up.
How many?
Right? And
How many?
5?
Things? Oh,
3 to
5.
5.
Okay, I thought you said 55.
Yeah, well, that will take a long time.
Take all day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, and it really helps because most of the time when we wake up, we grab the phone. A lot of people grab the phone, right? And they let the phone guide them because the moment you scroll, you see sad things, you see funny things, it can affect your mood directly. So you choose your day. You choose, even visualize your day. There's a powerful meditation that I really love. And she speaks about visualize your day, what you're going to do, how you're going to feel, and then let it go. And just, it gives you start with the gratitude, 3, 5 things, and it sets you in such a lovely mood. And also do it before you go to sleep. What was so great about today? Instead of, oh God, what was lovely, what was good about today? And that sets you again in the calm state before you go to sleep. So again, you decide what you're going to think that day and what you're going to sleep with.
That is such a good reminder that gratitude is another thing that just lifts your spirit too. There's always something to be grateful for. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so if someone wanted to try like hypnosis for weight loss, like how would they reach you? Just in the group or?
Yeah, in the group or on Messenger or on my page. I always now I'm more with stop smoking, but you can find everything. You can send me a message also, and then I have a 5-week program in which I aim on 10 to 12 pounds in 5 weeks without dieting, and I'll explain. Actually, it's better to go on a one-on-one call with it, like you do, right? with people to explain, because everybody's different. We need to talk.
Right, right.
There's no one thing for everyone. No. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
we definitely agree on that. If one thing does not work for everyone,
No.
except for
No.
going to nature, I think that works for everyone.
Yeah. That's true. That's a true thing. Yeah.
Nature gives everyone their own individual thing of what they need.
Yeah. Yeah. Even if they're in the snow, just enjoy the snow, right? And we're also taught to run away from the rain. No. I don't, feel the rain a little. It's really weird to do so, but the moment you do it, you're like, oh God, thank you, Mother Nature, for sending some rain for my plants in the garden. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm grateful. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. Anything else that you want to say, Melissa?
Thank you so much, Tami, for having me.
Well, thank you. I'm really grateful for you to show up. I mean, I just love your authenticity and the way that you just share everything, good, bad, ugly, whatever. But you have so many good strategies. You could probably talk for a few hours.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay,
and
thank you so much.
Tanya, thank you so much for
Thank you.
coming in today.
Yeah. Thank you, Melissa. Thanks, Tammy.
Thank you.
Say hey to everyone on the replay. Hey, you guys.
Bye.
Okay, I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
shut this off.